Good afternoon. It is with great pride and pleasure that I welcome all of you to the Northland Pines Class of 2020 graduation ceremony. For many of us, this day has been in our calendars or in a countdown as soon as we knew the date. And I'm sure not just for us students, but for some of the parents and teachers too. Well, we're finally here. We made it. Congratulations, everyone. Today is the culmination of years of dedication and hard work from kindergarten on. For many of us, like myself, Northland Pines is the only school we've ever known. We welcomed newcomers every year, and soon they each became a tried and true Eagle. We made memories with our friends, teammates, and peers. We laughed together, cried over finals and grades together, annoyed parents and teachers together, and so much more. I know I wouldn't change my experience at Northland Pines for the world. But now, it's finally time for all of us to fly the nest and begin our next adventure. I would like to take a moment to thank everyone who has helped us get to this point on behalf of the class of 2020. From all of the patience given, to the guidance to help us, the encouragement received, and so much more. All of us graduates have so much to be thankful for. Thank you, friends and fellow students, parents, family, and loved ones, our wonderful teachers, administration, and all of the Northland Pines staff members, to everyone who helped make our graduation ceremony a reality this year, and lastly, class of 2020, thank yourselves. Thank yourself for never giving up, for being strong, for believing in yourself and persevering. We have faced challenges no class has experienced before. We're facing a world most don't know how to navigate, but we have taken on challenges, adversity, and uncertainty, all while succeeding, and there is nothing holding us back from doing the same as we emerge into the next steps of our lives. Whether you're going out into the world of work, the military, or more schooling, we will find our way a little easier, push ourselves a little harder, and find new opportunities in an ever-changing world, more so than those before us. As you wait anxiously for your name to be called today, don't forget to revel in your success and pride. Remember, this is just the beginning of your story. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, people who said, well, I guess we have nothing better to do today, and most of all, the class of 2020. I kind of feel like Chris Farley in the movie Tommy Boy, where he really didn't think he was going to get a chance, but here I am, giving our class speech. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Gunnar Schiffman. No, I was not some random dad sitting in the student section at sporting events. I would like to start off by saying how honored and excited I am that I was selected to give this class speech. It It was but 4 years ago we were some nervous, eager, pimple-faced freshmen walking into Northland Pines High School's beige brick walls, thinking we had all of the time in the world. We have lived through numerous changes in society. We've lived through the creation of Tesla, Facebook, and the discovery of 18 new species of Madagascan spider. Yeah, that happened, and you didn't even know it. Some things that happened that were not even imaginable. I mean, the Cubs won World Series. Who would have seen that one coming? We've participated on many social media platforms as well. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and does anybody remember Vine? But it's not just the world around us that has changed. It is us as individuals. I remember when I was little and I wanted to grow up to be Buzz Lightyear. Now I want to grow up and be Iron Man. It's funny how things change. We have all matured and learned life lessons that will help us achieve greatness in the outside world. We learned how to read, write, and solve complex equations that will puzzle us in the near future. Some other important problems we learned the solutions to are that Mr. Husing cannot take care of a fish. Mr. O will wait nearly an entire class period, waiting for any student to participate. Mr. Rhodey will join in and beat you in any given sporting event if you're getting a little too cocky. And Miss Lise will help you as much as possible for just one Mountain Dew. Of course, I've been joking up to this point, but in all seriousness, Pines has filled me with an enthusiasm and passion for learning I would not have achieved on my own. As the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child, and I think that is exhibited in the Northland Pines community to the fullest. We have all shown passion and drive in our co-curriculars. During our time at Pines, we've seen numerous sporting and fine art events go to high levels of competition, some even as high as state tournaments. We've seen success and failure at these competitions. But one thing that has remained constant is the support shown by not only our community, but by us, the class of 2020. I was fortunate enough and honored to play for Northland Pines High School hockey for the past 4 years. Going into this senior hockey season, we expected great things from our team. We succeeded. But what was truly inspirational to me was the number of people that came to our games. That cheering provided motivation to push ourselves to the limit and carry the season as far as we could. As we stepped on the ice for Championship Saturday and witnessed the number of fans who had made the trip, I experienced one of the coolest feelings in the world. In that moment, I realized the importance of connection and community. Little did any of us know that'd be one of the last times we would all be able to be together. Despite the craziness in the world, we have proven that we can handle these issues with an unprecedented perseverance. But more than that, the class of 2020 has every right to claim the most legendary senior skip day skills ever. As we all go off to find success on our respective paths, we will still have that bond gifted to us by Northland Pines High School. No matter how far we go, Northland Pines will always be here. We know the faculty will always be ready to assist in future challenges that we may face because of their genuine effort to see students succeed. We also know that we have a wonderful community to call home, no matter where the future takes us. After all these years, I would like to end this speech by saying thank you from the entire class of 2020. Thank you, teachers, for always believing in us. Thank you, administration, for keeping the school running right. Thank you, parents, for the unconditional support and encouragement and love. But most of all, thank you, class of 2020, for being the cornerstone that our futures will be built on. In the great words of Andy Bernard from The Office, I wish there were a way to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them. Thank you, and go Eagles.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed that the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the
name is Peter Arts, and I'm a science teacher here at Northland Pines High School. I want to start by saying that I'm honored to have been picked by members of the senior class to be the guest speaker this year. It also warms my heart that you chose a science teacher to be one of the last people you hear as a high school student. Well, actually, it doesn't warm my heart, because if the temperature of my heart increased by any number of significant degrees, my whole body function would cease to exist and I would be done giving this speech right now. I will try to limit my tangents, but maybe science tangents like this is why you chose me to speak today. Or like every chemistry student who comes into my class, you were hoping that I would light things on fire or spray them across the room. But we all know that that is a ridiculous stereotype of chemistry teachers. Most of us are actually not that cool. Most likely you actually chose me because you like my lectures and wanted to stick with efficiency over excitement. It is not like chemistry and physics teachers are the hotbed for stand-up comedians. I would also like to take a moment to apologize to those students who did not want me as their guest speaker. You not only were tortured in my science classes with nerdiness, overexcitement on lame topics, and confusion on challenging content, but now on a virtual graduation nonetheless, you have to listen to me again. I am truly sorry, it wasn't my choice, you were outvoted. Today, I wanted to talk to you about how excited I am for your future, and hopefully give some advice to help you carry that excitement into your next adventure in life. This group of individuals has achieved a lot already. Many of you were major contributors to sports teams that had historic seasons these last couple of years. Many were also part of multiple award-winning musicals, and we also witnessed countless individual accomplishments during this time. One of the greatest feats everyone out there listening today did was completing over a quarter of the school year online. Many of you parents out there also deserve some credit for one, I am sure, or at least for helping your kid feel better by being stressed with them as you tried to help your child understand a confusing video lecture on something you have not thought about since your senior year. While this day is hopefully full of excitement, I also want to address the anxiety many of you are or will be feeling in finding a career that matches your passions. The good news is that this thought process of finding a job or ideal job that matches your passions is actually not a good approach. Organizational psychologist Adam Grant, in his podcast Work Life, actually says searching for your ideal job will produce more negative emotions about job search and make you less happy with the job you ultimately get. He suggests instead to approach your career like a scientist, which in itself is already great advice. Start out with a hypothesis on what you might want to do, and then test it out, and if necessary, try something else and retest. In the meantime, take advantage of new opportunities and see what you become passionate about. Ask those around you, and you will find most took quite the interesting journey to something they are now passionate for. Be excited to start your journey. Take risks, try new things, and see where life takes you and gives you passions. For the rest of this speech, I would like to use my nerdiness to demonstrate why you should be excited in the next step of your life's journey. I'm going to start by taking out a $20 bill and lighting it on fire. Today I'm going to risk this $20 bill for your entertainment and to make a point that I am not afraid to do this because I trust my training and because I know if I added enough water in this solution that burning this type of alcohol will give off less energy than it actually takes to evaporate the water that's also in here off of this dollar bill. Which means instead of ash, hopefully I end up with a damp bill, I hope. If anyone is looking at ways to disinfect their money, maybe this could be something that could help you. And see, education and preparation can work. And also note that that was a complete joke about the money. I do not want to be sued for anyone thinking that it was a good idea and now are burnt their house down or destroyed their own money. Like my confidence during this demonstration to burn $20, you should be confident going forth today because of the preparation you put into this day. I am incredibly proud of the work my fellow colleagues have done in preparing you for this moment. I am just as impressed with the response of students during this time and the commitment, flexibility, and perseverance that many of you showed while finishing over a quarter of your senior year online. I'm not naive enough to think that you will use everything that was taught to you. I mean, I would like to believe everyone at this will at least ponder some of the content that I taught, but the ability to learn, prepare, and overcome challenges are lifelong skills that you worked at every day for the last 12 years, whether you wanted to or not. You were successful in this step of preparation, even in the face of a pandemic, and can be successful in your next adventure as well. My last demonstration is one of my favorites and never gets old. If you keep this powder that I have here and neat and organized in your hand, it can do nothing exciting. But if you release it and let it go where the wind calls it, just like in your life, great things can happen. That one never gets old, and I could do that all day long. You might have thought that I was nervous at the start of this speech because public speaking is hard, but it actually had nothing to do with public speaking. It's all about the flammable toxic liquid and the explosive powder hidden on the podium inches from my waist. I will stop playing with fire and considering things like activation energy, molecular orientation factors, and enthalpies of reaction, and get back to talking to you about confidence that I have for your future. But first, a shout out to you chem nerds that just understood everything that I said. Please have confidence going out and expanding your wings. The most fulfilling part of my job is watching students leave on the last day, knowing the world has a good chance to improve. This chance starts today with you boldly heading out to continue your journey. It can be scary to head out to these new adventures, but don't forget about the excitement of the possibilities. The Northland Pines School District Class of 2020 will be missed and always remembered. I guess that is one positive of our current situation. Thank you for teaching me so much about being a better educator in person. Have confidence as you set out. Be open to discovering new passions. Stay healthy, and God bless.
Hello, my name is Kristen Shars, and I am the senior class treasurer. For our senior gift, we will be donating $750 to the backpack program through the Prince of Peace Church. This program helps to fund our high school and middle school food locker to ensure that all students are able to get food over the weekends and during the school week.
I'm nothing special, in fact, I'm a bit of a bore. When I tell a joke, you've probably heard it before. But I have a talent, a wonderful thing, 'cause everyone listens when I start to sing. I'm so grateful and proud. All I want to do is sing it out loud. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Mother says I was a dancer before I could walk, and she says I began to sing long before I could talk. And I've often wondered, how did it all start? Who found out that nothing can capture your heart like a melody can? Well, whoever it was, I'm a fan. Thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Thank you for the music.
Good afternoon, and thank you for watching us as we recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of our 2020 Northland Pines High School graduates. This class is very special to me. I was your middle school principal when you were in 8th grade and your high school principal the last 2 years. As you have grown and learned, I have done the same as a result of being around you. Many of you have taken the opportunity to learn so much about yourselves while in high school by challenging yourself in the classroom, on stage, through athletic competition and other extracurricular activities. This day is always filled with so many different emotions, and today is no different. I am proud of each and every one of you. I am sad that as you move on from Northland Pines High School, but I am filled with hope as each of you choose your own path to follow. What an amazing class you are. 7 students have a 4.0 GPA. 55 of you have earned a cumulative GPA over 3.0. You led our boys soccer team and boys hockey teams to the state tournament this year. Both academically and through extracurriculars, you have shown as a group that you excel in multiple venues. I want to share with each of our graduates a few thoughts to keep in mind to help you guide yourself through the next couple years and hopefully for many years to come. These thoughts will serve you well as you travel the road of life. Even though it has been difficult to stay positive over the last few months, make a conscious decision every morning when you wake up to focus on the good in yourselves and others. This is a quality of many successful people, and you all have the ability to do this. Second quality to focus on, do not base your life and goals on what others think of you, but what you believe in. Stay true to yourself. Find what makes you happy and pursue it. Do not allow others or our society to determine your happiness. Money will not make you happy if you do not like what you're doing to make the money. Likewise, if you always chase the money, you will not enjoy the goodness that surrounds you. Next, life is not about being perfect. Life is about never settling and always trying to get better in the areas of your life each and every day. Life is about staying focused on your goals, asking for help when you need it, and giving effort needed to accomplish your goals. You can apply this formula and outlook to any topic and it will yield positive results. Nothing in your life is worth having is going to be easy to acquire. Push yourself, do your best, and make the world a better place for others. Last, in a world of technology, I would be remiss to not give you this short but yet valuable lesson. It can take years to build a positive reputation and only a few minutes to destroy one. Please remember this as you use social media when you are upset at someone or posting anything that can be viewed as negative. It is too easy to post things that your emotions lead you to do and that you will regret the next day. Think before you post. When companies hire people, the first thing they do is research them on social media. Do not allow this to hinder your success. I wish you nothing but the best in the future. You can always reach out to me or any of your teachers for anything that you need. Once an eagle, always an eagle. Go forward and use your abilities to spread the goodness you have learned and acquired. The future is yours. Take hold of it and always do your best.
Hello, guests, alumni, families, and class of 2020. I am blessed to stand at this podium as the District Administrator of the Northland Pines School District. 4 years of hard work, dedication, facing challenges, and having many positive memories have led to you earning your diploma and the title of Pines High School or SOAR High School graduates. Even though the COVID-19 crisis altered aspects of your education, since March 18th, it does not diminish any of the many accomplishments you have earned. These accomplishments include academic success, personal and team accomplishments on the field, court, track, rink, and the stage. And out in our community during this time of 4 years of high school, you've done amazing things. I personally want to say thank you. Some of you in this class have had the difficult predicament of having me as an elementary principal, middle school principal, and high school principal during your 13 years of education. This unique opportunity gave me a chance to see you grow and prosper, and is not typically found except for family members. I also want to apologize for those of you who had to put up for me with that many years. Some of you in this class also took part of a journey and were pioneers with me as students, creating 2 new schools, Soar Middle School and Soar High School, and that legacy will live on forever. One of the students I had the honor to work with in the 4 of our schools is unfortunately no longer with us. One of the biggest challenges any class or school can face is the loss of a classmate. This class had to endure that with the passing of a special young man named Mick Perrins. Nick will always be remembered for giving to others, smiling, and bringing us together. We miss you, Nick, and even though you were taken from us way too soon, I thank you for making the world and all of us better. So much of this focus during this crisis has been on what has been taken away. I prefer to see the situation in a different light. I have witnessed firsthand how it has made you stronger as you have learned, persevered, and led during these difficult times. A high school diploma is a very important milestone on your journey through life, whether the next step is college, work, or military, and you earn that diploma in the face of all the challenges thrown at you. Thank you for again what you've done for me, your schools, and this community. I wish you the best of luck and know the world will be a better place because of the class of 2020 is just getting started. Please never forget, once an eagle, you're always an eagle. Board President Weber, it is my honor and privilege to present you the Northland Pines High School and Soar High School graduating class of 2020. All the graduates have completed the 25 credits required and all other requirements established by the Board of Education and Department of Instruction.
Thank you, Mr. Foster. Class of 2020, I wish you congratulations on this great accomplishment in your lives, while also acknowledging it's not the way you envisioned it. You are all enduring an unimaginable disappointment in your young lives, but you're handling it with class and maturity. The Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope." So class of 2020, I say to you, do not lose hope. Do not let this time in your lives define you. This is only the first chapter of the amazing story that will be your lives. It is with a great deal of pride and pleasure that on behalf of the Northland Pines Board of Education and the Northland Pines School District, I accept the graduating class of 2020. Again, on behalf of myself, your teachers, staff, administration, and the rest of the Northland Pines Board of Education, I again wish you congratulations on this great accomplishment and best of luck in the future. Make us all proud.
Grace A. Allison. Danielle Jordan Anderson. Jesse J. Arp Berchi. Corey R. Balerjan. Lawson Anthony Bow. Rachel Lynn Beiersdorf. Madison McKenna Bill. Mason Birchbauer. Mercedes Rose Baxa. Jamie L. Burton. Tatum M. Campbell. Riley E. Carlson. Selena Marie Castillo. Sean Michael Cleveland. Morgan Marie Crabtree. Brianna Marie Croker. Kia Marie Dalka. Amy Louise Dietz. Mary Linda DeCipio. Morgan K. Drager. Jesse Andrew Ebert. Catherine Jude Falsetta. Josie T. Gardner. Samuel J. Garsky. Lacey Ann Gilliman. Dane Mitchell Gleason. Jillian Nicole Gleason. Madeline Ruth Goddard. Isabella A. Graff. Hunter A. N. Hafer. Foster Nathaniel Hakes. Danielle Ray Helverson. Michael Joseph Harris. Nalia J. Hedges. Jacob Anthony Hine. Paige I. Hickson. Taylor N. Hallnagel. Aliana Jean Jankowski. Kevin P. John. Samuel Brent Johnson. Tanner George Kiso. Teresa Ann Kopinski. Hannah Marie Kramsvogel. Nathan Allen Krause. Zachary Allen Crochelle. Rachel L. Krupka. Ashley Landowski. Aiden R. Lifschutz. John Arthur Lindeman III. Nicodemus John Lindeman.
Nixie Cecilia Lindeman. Nicholas Joseph Lofi. Ethan Xavier Lapnow. Megan Malia Lorenz. Bjorn Gunther Lupke. Zachary J. Maylett. Megan Angela Mansfield. Connor J. Merrick. Harmon Richard Marine. Macy Autumn Marion. Lillian M. Martin. Madeline Claire Messon. Marie Yu Ling Milanowski. Naya Marie Millis. Joseph L. Messina. Brett William Nesbitt. Braden Nash Neubauer. Steve Jonathan Okanewski. Liam R. G. Ois. Brianna Ann Ozelli. Michael T. Paul. Madeline R. Perry. Ryan James Peterson. Morgan Elizabeth Filipich. Skylar L. Prentice. Cody J. Price. Nicholas M. Rauscher. Nicole Ann Ravanelli. Anna Louise Reese. Zachary Lee Rhine. Paige Ann Reynolds. Madeline Jo Romatuski. Haley Morgan Rose. Molly D. Rosengren. Alexis Susan Roth. Kristen E. Shars. Kevin Swade Shadell. Gunnar Paul Schiffman. Alexander James Schmidig. Jeremy Scott Schmidt. Somerset I. Seimer. Alexis Nicole Sieg. Zachary R. Schoholm. Jacqueline Grace Smith. Brady Lawrence Sneddon. Bradley Scott Stevens. Alexander Jason Sternhagen. Michaela A. Stopchinski. Skylar Marie Streets. Matthew Anthony Trevino. Lily C. Tyler. Jack E. Van Warmer. Mariah C. Wyrick. Brett Aaron Wilkins. Heather Elizabeth Wyatt. And Brenna Rose Yackel. Those earning a diploma but not participating today. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Seniors, if you're watching, you may now move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left.
The Northland Pines class of 2020 is one that is passionate. Passionate about sports or music, passionate about math or science, passionate about learning, or simply passionate about making people smile. This passion that we share makes our class special. It causes us to succeed in what we put our minds to. Some examples of this success are that both our boys hockey team and boys soccer team went to state, and I'm confident that girls soccer would have too. The GPA average of our class is 3.63, and the musicals, Beauty and the Beast, The Music Man, Newsies, and Fiddler on the Roof all had a huge amount of success, proven by the many Jerry Awards earned each year. The list of achievements that this class has goes on and on. Throughout all of these accomplishments, we were surrounded by friends making us laugh and have fun along the way. Because the beauty about our class is that we support each other's passions. We encourage our peers to push themselves and become better people. We celebrate other people's successes and do not dwell on our failures. When we fail, we learn from it and use it to become more successful in our future. It was in this building that we learned the passion that we will continue to follow for the remainder of our lives. We were able to join the sport that we never thought we would have played or taken a class we never thought we would have enjoyed. Regardless of how diverse each of our passions are, we have all experienced what it was like to learn at Northland Pines High School. We learned the quadratic formula after singing it to the tune of Pop Goes the Weasel over and over again, courtesy of Mr. Miller. We've experienced the horrendous smell while dissecting the sharks in biology. We've all had to stand outside in the freezing cold during a fire drill. We've learned together, struggled together, laughed together, and grown together. As we say farewell to this chapter of our lives, I hope that you remember all of the things that you learned here at Northland Pines and the people that you shared it with. I hope that you all remain as passionate as you were in this building, and I encourage each one of you to chase your passions. Whether you become a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, a mechanic, or an astrophysicist, make sure you're doing something that you truly enjoy. Continue to support the passions of the people around you. Remain resilient until you accomplish your goals. Celebrate your successes and keep learning from your failures. To my classmates, thank you for going on this adventure with me and for pushing me to succeed. I wish you all the best in your futures, and I'm confident that you will continue to succeed in wherever life takes you. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.